Alright, y'all. Welcome to this video. It's a step-by-step video on how to get on your shit. By the way, I don't know why my mic is making my voice sound mad deep. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing no edits. This is not how my voice regularly sounds. You could go see on the last video. But anyways, let's get straight to it. If you want to get on your shit, watch this video. This is 4 simple steps. I'm going to break them down. I'm going to mostly be speaking it though. But the points aren't really on the slide, but you'll see from the slides. Let's get into it. Isolation. This man right here, he's on the top of the mountain alone. And that's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is climbing to the top of the mountain with you. That's just unrealistic. Like, niggas is not about to go. It's not about to be 40 niggas hiking up a mountain. It's very unlikely. It's very rare. But what I mean by isolation is you have to isolate from addictions, from people or things that no longer serve you. Isolation is just important for a lot of things in general. It's important to create new ideas. Nikola Tesla said, "Be alone. That is the secret of invention. Be alone. That is when ideas are born." That's what Nikola Tesla said, and he's the nigga. They say he created the light bulb, but he basically just helped with engineering and pioneering the movement that started electricity. Like he basically did that. It was more something like that. But that's not even the point. That's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? You have to separate yourself from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? If you hang around everybody, first of all, not everybody got your best interest in mind. Not everybody got the mindset of trying to be an above average individual. Most people are average. That's the reason average is average. Like, there's a reason average is a thing. There's a reason for average income. There's a reason for average. I don't know. It's reason a nigga average 10 points. Like, it's because niggas be average. Like, and if you want to separate yourself from that, you gonna have to actually separate yourself from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hang around people that are, I mean, I'm not saying like just drop everybody. That's the last thing I'm saying. It's not to cut off your dear ones or cut off your loved ones or your friends and stuff like that. But the point is you have to distinguish between real family and real friends versus the people who don't really want the best for you or don't really care. Like, it's not even like, they might not even want the worst for you, but they don't necessarily care about seeing you succeed, so they might enable your bad behaviors. And you don't want to be around that type of shit. This is the first step to getting on your shit. And by the way, getting on your shit is the first step to being successful. Like, anybody that's successful had to get on their shit first. Listen, right now, I'm not the most successful that I'm gonna be in this lifetime, but I can tell you that I'm on my shit right now. I could tell you that for a fact. I'm definitely on my shit. Definitely on my shit. Definitely going to be successful, but this is a part of the process. Anybody, literally anybody, unless the nigga is more wealthy, and I don't even consider that success. Like, you had a cheat code, but neither here nor there again. David Goggins, you know what I'm saying? He's a guy. I mean, I'm sure you heard of David Goggins. This man, he has this rule called the 40% rule, where he believes that most humans only achieve approximately 40% of their full potential income, which it might even be less, because people don't really be putting in pain. A lot of people are not trying to reach their maximum potential. A lot of people are trying to live passively and breeze by in life, and there's no purpose in that. There's no evolution in that, and the whole purpose of being here is to evolve. So take that 40% rule into account, right? You have to discipline yourself, or the world will do it for you. And like I said in the last video, the pain of regret is much worse than the pain of discipline. These are quotes. I'm saying a lot of quotes that's from other niggas, or quotes that is from back in the day, but they still apply to now. They apply to every life. And the reason most don't succeed is they trade what they want, what they want most. Like, niggas trade the fact that niggas trade their dreams for what they want now. Niggas want to smoke a spliff. Niggas want to go to the party. Niggas want to hang around the crowd. You just want to hang around a lot of people, and you know what I'm saying, your friends, your loved ones, your girlfriend, your family, anybody. These people are, if they want the best for you, they gonna have to understand that for a little bit, you gotta lock in. Like, if when you lock in, anybody that has to lock in usually has to isolate for a little bit. Usually has to, even if you're not completely alone, you can't be around the mass majority of people. You can't be at the cool kids table and shit, just like vibing out and shit. Like, niggas be peaking in school and peaking in high school and peaking in college. Like, you're not trying to be one of those. You're trying to be different, right? I mean, I'm assuming since you're watching this video, since you clicked on it. So, right. Yeah, I feel like that's enough on the isolation point, but it don't mean to cut off everybody you know and love. That is not what I mean. But does mean to cut off the things that no longer benefit you in a way, but also it's a little, that's one of those things you're gonna have to definitely measure for yourself, and you'll see in the process. So anyways, let's move on to the next step. Plan and execute. Planning and execution. A lot of people don't have direction of where they want to go or what they want to do. They might have a lot of things they like, or maybe they have nothing they like. Maybe they have no passions. It's unfortunate, but you gotta find. Not everybody has something, but I think, at least I hope so, you know. But for planning and execution, you're gonna pick the areas you want to see succeed in and make a plan to achieve them. And if you don't know what that is yet, that's fine. Life isn't necessarily about finding yourself, but it's about creating yourself. So if you know who you want to be, but you don't feel like you are that person, you just create that person. It's not that you necessarily fake it till you make it, but everyone has to become a person. You don't just wake up and be the biggest boss, or you don't wake up and be the best at whatever it is. You have to create that. So you have to do things, do goals or practice or whatever the case might be to get towards that, move towards that. And a dream without goals is just a wish. I said that in the last video. A dream without goals is just a wish. Like, it's not shit. Like, you might as well just throw that in the air and just fuck it. Like, okay, like, I don't know. I want to be the president. If I want to be the president and I just sit here, I'm damn sure not gonna be no fucking president, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, I have to set goals. I have to go to school for like things like political science, or I don't know, try to get an internship with the mayor. I don't know. You have to do things within that realm, within politics, or whatever the case might be. Obviously, that's an analogy, and then just apply that to whatever field you're trying to be the best in, or not even the best in, but the best version of you in, because that's what's most important. You don't want to compare yourself to next man. You just want to be the best version of you. Cool. Next, set healthy deadlines for yourself to apply pressure. Pressure make diamonds. You gotta set deadlines so that you can put things into motion, because if you don't set deadlines, and okay, say I wanted to record this video and I'm like, alright, fuck it, like, it could be recorded whenever. I'm probably not gonna record this shit, because for what? If I have no like deadline, like if I don't create a healthy deadline, like, oh, I'm trying to post 2 times a week, 3 times a week, whatever the case might be, I'm not gonna do it. Like, or not that I'm not gonna do it, but it's less likely. And even if I do it, it's gonna be not as consistent as it needs to be. And consistency is definitely key when planning and executing, and when trying to just succeed. Consistency is definitely key. But like I said, execution is very important. A genius and a dumb nigga both doing nothing might as well be the same person. If I got a genius and a dumb nigga both sitting on the couch, what's the difference? What does it matter that one has a higher IQ or one is smarter than the other one? I actually had this situation the other day at work. You know what I'm saying? My coworker, you know, he takes an IQ test. His IQ high as fuck. His shit like 140 something or something, like, which is high as hell. If you know, Albert Einstein IQ was like 160, so that shit was high as fuck. I'm like, all right, cool. I take the IQ test. I think I get like 127 or something like that. That's calm, I guess. Either way, I didn't believe in the IQ test to be like factual or accurate. So take this with with a grain of salt, right? He got everybody in that shit taking the IQ test, and I fuck with you, my coworker that's watching. Like, I fuck with you, but that's not the point. This is just the story. He got everybody taking the IQ test, right? And at the end of the day, he got the highest IQ out of all of us. But at the same time, we're all in the same position. We're all working this. It's not a minimum wage job, but it's like, nigga, we all here. We at work right now. Like, we all in the same position. So what does it matter? Like, I need niggas to turn their IQs and their intelligence into something more than what's on paper. Like, niggas and I see that so much in just society. People have a degree in this and a degree in that and don't do shit with it. And what's the point? Being the nigga, you and the nigga that don't got a degree might as well be the same person. So, you know what I'm saying? Intelligence without ambition is like a bird without wings. So, shit ain't gonna fly. As simple as that. And you need to stop feeling like the world owes you shit. Like, that shit is very important. Like, a lot of people come in this life, they just gonna think, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not to say that I had this. I definitely didn't have this problem, like thinking the world owed me shit. But I definitely had the mindset of like, I just know I'm gonna get successful, which is a great mindset to have. But with no execution, it's honestly, it's not worthless because you're still believing yourself. That shit is still manifesting. It's still in the air. But execution is what gets that ball rolling. That shit get shit in motion even faster. So, yo, if you don't know what to do, just do. Just act 100%. Like, do things, positive things. Now, obviously not dumb shit, but do things, you know? When we execute, you know, we're taking control of our lives. So it's very important for us to do things. And we live in an era where we can get rich off our phones, off this little black box. I could make $1 million. Like, that's insane. Like, come on, like, if you're not even trying or making any attempts to change your life, basura, you need to get on it. You need to find something to do. Something, man. You don't like find a motivation to find something bigger than yourself to look at for that motivation. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your family, shit, I don't know, God, I don't know, something, but you gotta find something bigger than yourself that you could be like, oh, okay, I need to do this. I need to feed my family. I need to feed my kids. Whatever the case might be, you need to find something bigger than yourself to work for. Like, it gives you more sense of purpose and more sense of urgency to get things done. Execution, like I said. And you know what I'm saying? Executing things might be scary, you know what I'm saying? But it's important in this life to not move with fear and just act and just do, because honestly, life is like a fight. Like, there's not enough time for fear, just action. It's not enough time for that. Like, before you know it, life, like, I'm not saying, like, God forbid, you know what I'm saying, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, in the grand scheme of things, what the average lifespan is maybe 80 years. In the grand scheme of life, like, the grand scheme of time, this has been centuries. Like, a lifetime is very short in the grand scheme of time, is what I'm saying. So you gotta do shit while you're here. Get some money, take care of your people, build a legacy if that's what you want to do. Like, you gotta do the things you want to do, and you gotta apply pressure to that shit. Like, it's important. Like, please, with heat, take motivation. Alright? And thinking too hard will slow you down. Like, if I overthought recording this video, I wouldn't be recording it right now. I'd still be thinking. And I did put a lot of thought process into this video as far as like executing it, but only because I wanted to make sure I have my words correct. Because like the last video, I feel like I was all over the place. I kind of did on a whim. I kind of just did it straight off the top. But now I'm coming. I got a little bit something. I got some notes. I'm coming a little different. So I'm a little bit more prepared, and I'm not just spewing bullshit or like, it was a lot I had to edit out. So, you know what I'm saying? think, but don't overthink. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between those two. So yeah, that's enough for planning and execution. But this is a very important step to the plan to the guide. Very important step. Definitely have to plan. Figure out that's thinking part. That's the thinking part. But you don't want to overthink it because you want to execute it and you want to act on it. So that's that one. Let's go on to the next. Exercise. See me right here. I'm benching. I'm doing actually a very light weight right now. This is like 135. That's not really shit for real. But exercise. And I know what y'all thinking. Y'all probably thinking, oh, this nigga telling us to exercise. Nigga, look what type of guru shit this thing on. Nah, bro. I'm not talking just physical when I speak on exercise. If you want to better your life financially or whatever the case may be, you have to exercise everything. And what I mean by this, I'll start with the first part. You gotta exercise the most complex organ in your body, and that's your brain. Like, come on now. Read a book, pick up a book, bro. Like, it's imperative that you learn. Like, it don't gotta be a book. It could be you get a mentor. It could be school, but I say there's still a lot of things you gotta learn outside of school. Like, life is a teacher, and I feel like books are definitely good. Like, I'll put you on right now. I got some books. These are the two books I recently read and finished. David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me. This is what I was talking about with the 40% rule stuff. Can't Hurt Me. This is, and don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not gonna lie. I judge these books by their cover. Like, at first I'm like, bro, this one I thought was ass. Like, this shit's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That shit sound lame. Why am I winning friends? Like, that shit sounds so lame. Like when I read it like that. The influence people, cool, but how to win friends, that shit sound lame, right? But this book has so much knowledge on how to handle people and just human relations, and then just the law of human nature. It has a lot of knowledge in this book. So much. Like, I learned so much from this book, and it's only like 240 pages. Like, it's nothing for real. Could finish that in like a week, right? This book as well, it really just teaches you mental toughness, I guess, in a way. It's just like, I don't know, he kind of talks about his life, but you realize how much the human body and mind is capable of by reading that book, and it's inspiring, to say the least. I got some other books I'll put you on. I just bought a couple other books. You know what I'm saying? Bought a couple other books that I'm about to read. Yeah, I think I'm about to start with this one, Psychology of Money. I'm about to start with that one, but neither here nor there again. But read. You gotta exercise your mind, your body. You gotta exercise mentally, physically, spiritually, and I guess financially is, if you can. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's just stacking your bread at that point. You know what I'm saying? Just work towards stacking your bread, or work on your business, or whatever the case might be. But you have to exercise in different areas of life. It's very important. Like, to exercise spiritually, you want to meditate, be around nature, do things that are good for your soul, like, genuinely. Like, and your soul should know that, should know what that is. So it should come natural. Just make attempts at it. You know what I'm saying? Meditating isn't like easy or simple at first. I mean, for me, the time kind of flies by now when I'm meditating. Whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't be doing like OD long meditations. If I do it, I do fall asleep. Like, I'll probably end up laying down, just falling asleep. But that's not even bad in itself. It's still a form of meditation. Sleep is good for the soul too. So, but you do have to exercise physically and eat as healthy as you can. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth. Like, say you got all the money in the world, that shit don't matter if you got 5 days to live, or if your body's suffering, your liver, or you're suffering cardiovascularly, or whatever the case might be. Like, that shit don't matter. The bread don't matter. Your body not right. You know what I'm saying? You sleeping on a hospital bed. You got 10 M's. That shit don't really fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be complete as an individual. And I'm about to compare this to fighting again. If you're a fighter and you just say you're an MMA fighter, which is mixed martial arts, so you have to know every form of martial arts. You have to know how to grapple, how to wrestle, how to strike. You know what I'm saying? You need to know these certain things, right? Say you only know how to strike. As soon as a wrestler take you down, it's over. It's done. Or jujitsu. If a jujitsu guy take you down, you might as well be asleep, or you might as well have your limb broken, or whatever the case might be. It's over. You have to be complete as an individual in that way too. You don't want to leave holes in your game. Just like how a basketball player don't want to be. You could be good as fuck on offense. If you bad at defense, niggas still gonna score on you. So plus minus gonna be ass, nigga. Cade Cunningham got the worst plus minus in the NBA. Which, you know what I'm saying, this is if you watch basketball. He got the worst plus minus in the NBA, and he's most definitely the best player on his team. He be dropping 40 points a night, 40 points, 25 points, other 40 points, like. But I'm not sure if he can. I don't know what it is, but this is just an example. But you want your game to be complete, is what I'm trying to say. That's the overall message I'm trying to get at. Right? Constantly evolving in every way of life helps your other areas evolve faster, which I'm gonna compare to fighting again. Because I fight, right? But that's not the point. Neither here nor there. If you train Muay Thai and BJJ, you are going to get better at the other faster. I don't even those are two completely different martial arts. Or if you train wrestling and jujitsu, those are actually more similar. They're both grappling, and they're definitely gonna get you better at the other one. But Muay Thai and BJJ, you could do striking and grappling. They're both gonna get you better at the other one, even though they're very different. Like one is on the feet and punching and kicking, the other one on the ground wrestling and submitting. So, but it definitely, I can tell you from personal experience, it definitely gets you better at the other one. Evolving in more than one in all your ways of life, it definitely helps whatever you deem is more important to evolve faster. 100%. On to the last and what might be the most important step of this guide: the 4 results. The 4 results. I actually got this. Shout out to Vaughn Tucut. Bro, he put me onto this knowledge right here. And don't ever be afraid to take knowledge from other people. You know, I'm just don't. The smartest man knows that he knows nothing. The wisest man knows that he knows nothing, and is never afraid to learn, and never afraid to take in knowledge. Whether even if you take in knowledge from someone you deem as not as smart as you, you should be able to learn from anybody. Even if you're learning, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to learn from other people's mistakes as well as their success. But right, the 4 results. Like I said, this is probably one of the most important part of the videos, and if you're going to take away anything from this, please take away this, please. Everything you do must lead to these 4 results: more health, more wealth, more knowledge, and more love. One more time: more health, more wealth, more knowledge, and more love. Right? And if you live life with this mentality of everything I do leads to more health, more wealth, more knowledge, and more love, it's damn near impossible for you to do anything that you deem bad for you. Like, all of those results are positive. So I'm doing everything to make myself healthier, get myself wealthier, more knowledge, to get more knowledge and more love, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's certain things, you know what I'm saying, you can try to get more wealth illegally, or you can try to get more healthy using things like steroids. That's not getting you healthy, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? There's like loopholes for where you can do these in bad ways, or to get more. I guess it can't really work for the other stuff. More love, it's definitely some wacky shit you could do, but that's not the point. If you do these right, if you aim to try to get these the right way, nothing. What could you possibly do? Like, what are you like? I'd love for you to tell me in the comments or tell me anything like that. But all right, all of those results are positive. So make sure at the end of the day, whatever you do is leading to more health, more wealth, more knowledge, and more love. All right. And at the end of the day, this is my last point of the video. Always compare yourself to who you were yesterday, and don't compare yourself to who someone else is today. Because I actually seen this, I saw this comparison. Okay, like you and that person don't have the same path. There's no point in comparing you and other people at all. So always compare yourself to your past, one. And two, okay, I'll give you an example. There's a story of the pregnant dog and the pregnant elephant, right? The pregnant dog, during their pregnancy, gives birth to pups 3 months in. It gives birth to another set of pups 6 months in, and it gives birth to another set of pups 9 months in. So, right, the dog asked the elephant, like, "Are you sure you're pregnant? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not having a baby." And just to let anybody know that's watching, elephants take, I think, 2 years to have. I might have to hold on. Let me search this up real quick. Elephants take 22 months to birth a baby. To birth a baby elephant, right? And I think they can only birth one. I'm not sure. Maybe they got twins, but that's the point, right? The elephant responds saying, "When I birth my baby, it's something that people stop in the road and look at with amazement. It's something that people take heed with and look at and awe at. And it's just to show how special, you know what I'm saying, when you wait your time, how special the results are. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person could be getting results all the time, every other month, all boom, boom, bada, bam. But when your time comes, it might be even more fruitful than how it's been for this person. And it might be even more, I don't know, amazing and awe-inspiring to look at, rather than the person who's been having. Either way, it's no point in comparing yourself to that person. They might as well not even exist. You know what I'm saying? You're in your own lane. That's the same shit back to the isolation. You're in your own lane. It's a purpose. It's a reason that, you know what I'm saying, you're one person. You know what I'm saying? You're here to evolve yourself. Because when you evolve yourself, you can start to change the things around you. Or it becomes a lot easier to evolve and change the things around you. And when you evolve yourself, it inspires people to change. And I've seen it happen in my own life already. So I promise you, if you follow these steps, you will succeed. Just get on your shit and you will succeed. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Appreciate y'all for watching, man.